It is Monday, August 20th of 2018. Yeah, it looks like I shaved off the beard and mustache, but really it's a trim gone wild. It's not the same as girls gone wild, I guess, but it has kind of the same disastrous results. It's Guy's Daily Drive. Good morning. Oh, another bump. Yeah, it's Monday, but this is actually going to be not a bad week for me because I've got at least 2 days off for this week. So, as I've said before, on Wednesday, I'm going to Hersheypark, which is going to be a lot of fun, with my son Peter and his significant other. I don't know how else to describe their relationship. They've been together for a long time. As far as I know, they haven't made any big plans along the lines of getting married. She has 1 more year to go to get her master's in teaching. And, Peter is just starting out working as a assistant manager at I don't know how much information of that I want to give, but he's an assistant manager of a retail, of a retail. I keep wanting to say association. But that's not the word I'm looking for. Establishment, a retail establishment. And he started off at this retail establishment as just entry level, and it was like a year and a half ago, I guess. It wasn't that long ago. And he's worked hard to get where he is. So they're coming over tomorrow night, Tuesday night, and once they're here, I don't know what the arrangements are going to be. I don't know if she's going to stay at the house. Peter most likely will. She may stay at her mom's house. She doesn't live that far away. But the plan is to be on the road before 6 o'clock, because we have to go around the Beltway in either going west or east. We have to go around the Beltway here in the DC area. And if you wait too long, it doesn't really matter which way you want to go. It's going to be bad. So I will probably spend some time today looking at some of the various routes to get to Hershey from where we are, and I'll make a determination on how we're going to do it. There are several different ways, but regardless, it's still going to be a lot of fun. Once we leave at 6, we'll go until we get out of the general area, and then we'll stop for breakfast someplace, and it'll be a sit-down, leisurely type breakfast, because I don't believe the park opens until 9 or 10 o'clock. So, no big hurry. And then we'll come back, and then on Friday morning, we're going to leave. Tracy and I are going to leave around 9 o'clock or so in the morning. Again, it's a longer drive than what I'm doing on Wednesday. We're going up to Asbury Park, New Jersey, for the wedding of a dear friend's daughter. So we get there when we get there on Friday because the wedding isn't until Saturday. But one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to stop and see my brother Sandy and his wife Marisa. They live near Havre de Grace, Maryland, which is like right on the Maryland-Delaware border. And we're going to stop and have lunch with them. And it's like a 2.5 hour drive, depending on traffic. And we are talking Friday morning, so who the hell knows what traffic is going to be like. And we have to go through both Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. So, again, no idea what traffic is going to be like. The good thing about leaving that late as compared to what I normally do is you're not tired. You can get up whenever you want within reason. Have everything, packed in the car. You don't have to do it all the night before like I typically do when I leave super early in the morning. And, just have breakfast there at the house, get in the car and go. And if we get there at 11 o'clock, great. If we get there at 12 o'clock, that's okay too. We're having lunch. And then it's off to Asbury Park. Now, I've only driven to their area one time that I can recall, maybe twice. But you do have to get on the Jersey Turnpike, which, as far as turnpikes go, it's not that bad. It's certainly better maintained than Pennsylvania's turnpike. But it's still, I don't know. There's, I don't hate New Jersey. I don't hate New Jersey. It just seems to be a state that wants its own identity and doesn't like the identity that it currently has. And you can see it, every single thing you watch in television and the movies, anytime New Jersey is referenced, it's like, oh yeah, I got to go to Jersey, oh God, oh, Jersey is this, Jersey is that. And, it's not that bad. It's I've driven through New Jersey any number of times. Stayed there, visiting with Tracy's our friend, a couple of times. And it's okay, it's not as, I don't think it's as bad as a lot of people want to make it out to be. Now, are there really bad parts of New Jersey? Sure. Crime-ridden parts of New Jersey? I'm sure. There's crime-ridden parts of any place you want to go. I just came back from the Chicago area, and, you want to talk about a city with a reputation for violence. How far back do you want to go when you're talking about violence in Chicago? So, and almost any large city is going to have that area that if you're, I'm not sure how to put this. If you're not looking for trouble, if you're not looking to purchase an illegal substance, or you're just passing through, or you're just visiting with someone that lives there that chances are you're going to be fine. You get in with a crowd of people that potentially could be dangerous, well, then you could expect that there could be some issues. But for the most part, people are just people. And it's unfortunate that a lot of people get labeled by the state that they live in or the area of a city that they live in, when chances are they're just folks, they're just regular people. So if someone tells you they're from the south side of Chicago or southeast DC or, you know, some bad part of Boston, or pick your part of a city or state that has a horrible reputation. Don't automatically assume that they're, however the reputation is of that area, don't assume that they're like that. The labeling of people based on arbitrary elements like where they live, what religion they are, what their sexuality is, what their gender is, what the color of their skin is, all of the various stereotypes that people want to lump you into. Well, people like that, honestly, they're the ones with the problem. Even if they have the best of intentions, they're the ones with the problem. There are good and bad people all over the world of every color and creed and religion and however else you want to label people. So don't assume that someone is bad based on outer appearances. Unless you know something more about them, don't assume that they're bad people. Anyway, if you would like to get a hold of me, I can be reached, guy@mymac.com, probably. My Twitter handle is MacParrot, and there's a Skype telephone number that you can call if you want to give me your opinion. It's 703 436 9501. I think that's it. 703 436 9501. I've only had that number for like 10 years. Should know it by now. And if you want more of the wacky adventures of what I do, on Wednesday nights there is the Mac to the Future livecast that I do typically with Warren Sklar. They're on the Facebooks. There's also the MyMac.com podcast, which is the podcast that started me down this road. So, that's the one to blame. And I do that every single weekend with Mr. Gazmaz. And we have such a great time doing that. He's such a wonderful co-host. And we get along. You would think that after 8.5 years that he would be just so tired of hearing the crazy crap that comes out of my head all the time. But no, he comes back every single week. So, God bless him. He deserves a medal or something along those lines. So anyway, thank you for watching or listening, because this is now also, I transcribe it. I transcode it into audio and put that up on iTunes, where you can find it under Guy's Daily Drive. And yeah, I think I will just catch you all next time right here on Guy's Daily Drive.